We'll start with Benatar. He's obviously a high-class individual. We've not seen him since January. How's he? What's the plan with him?
Yeah, the plan's all good. Not quite sure where his first run will be. He's taken a bit of time to get right. A little minor setback about a month ago. We set him back 3 weeks, so plans are just on hold a little bit at the moment. But he's good and going good again now, cantering away quietly. So hopefully he'll be out just before Christmas.
And is there a sort of season target for him?
He'll be his race will be spaced out, and I hope it works well. He seems to tail off if he races too often, you know, so he won't be racing that often. I'm not quite sure where his first target will be yet, you know, it just depends when I think he's ready to run. He's in a great place with himself. I've never known him as well as what he is at the moment.
Excellent. We'll move on to Larry, who looks like a chaser who could be going places. So I understand that Ladbrokes Trophy could be the aim with him.
Yeah, is that the old Hennessy, is it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the race, yeah. Keep changing the names. That hopefully, if he gets in, that is his target at the moment, and we'll work back from there. But yeah, whether he's good enough's another thing, but he did nothing but improve last year. He won with big weights, which I always think is a sign of a reasonable horse, you know. So he's going nice, never an exuberant workhorse at home, just does enough all the time. He's talking to the racecourse sort of thing, you know.
Yeah. And you'd be hopeful or confident that he'll stay?
I'd be confident he'll stay, yeah. Yeah, although he's by Midnight Legend, yeah, I'd be confident he'll stay, yeah.
We move on to KNOCKNANUSS, who's a speedy type, and he's run very well. You know, he's run with credit at a lot of the festivals, but I gather he's stepping up and trip.
Yeah, his target is obviously to Paddy Power. He runs at Cheltenham on Saturday,
okay.
Over 2 mile. Just take the edge off him really in the freshness out. He's, like you say, he's a very keen going horse, and that was his undoing twice last year really, to be quite honest. Ireland and Plumpton one day, you know. So hopefully we forgive him for that. He seems to have grown up a bit. He's been schooling very, very well, and I couldn't be more happy with him. And we'll see what happens on Saturday.
Okay. And on to Traffic Fluid. It's obviously been quite a while since we last saw him, but is he on the comeback trail?
He is, yeah. He only came back into training at the start of October. He's got one aim, and that's obviously the national. You know, that was his aim last year. He looks fantastic, and he had a slight problem with his suspensory after his last run, and that looks very, very good now because the owner's been, you know, give him plenty of time and everything. So, you know, I'm more than happy with him.
And you say the national's the plan. What is it about this horse that marks him out as a national horse?
Well, he's not short of pace. I mean, he finished a close third in the race at Ascot over 2 mile a few years back, and then he kind of lost his way, and then we stepped him up. I mean, he won that big chase at Ascot for us last year. He ran a good second a couple of weeks before that at Chepstow. So he's now off a mark. You know, he's a great jumper, and I know that the nationals it's a tough race now. It's not a lottery like it was, but you know, I just feel he's entitled to take his chance in it.
Another talented horse, and one that always seems to give his all, Baron Alco. Again, we've not seen him for a little while. How's he?
No, he's another one who got slightly injured in his last race, and he's been back in training a good while now. So hopefully he'll be out at Christmas time, you know, or probably just after Christmas in the new year. He's doing good at the moment. No immediate plans because I don't know where we're at with him. You know, just kind of looking after the injury, and so we'll take it from there. But I see him coming back. Hopefully, he'll come back in the new year.
Okay. And a horse whose form progressed quite nicely last season was Armest. How's he summered?
Yeah, he summered well. Looks well. He's due to run today. But I just got nervous. I ran one at Ludlow the other day, and it came back pretty jarred up from there. You know, it's a great prize money. It's a great track, but it's not the best. Find out any weaknesses in any horse I find round there. So I took no chances and took him out. So I looked for another race as soon as possible. But he's going novice chasing now, He wouldn't be the most naturalist and the greatest jumper of a fence, but he gets from A to B in his own style. You need to brush up a little bit on that to make him a better horse than what I thought he should be.
Okay. And Diakali, you sort of seemed to turn a real corner when it came to you, but I imagine he's not the easiest to get right. What's the plan with him?
No, he's a tough horse. Another one that he got injured just before Cheltenham. He wants firm ground, but his legs don't. You know, and that's the problem. His suspensory he's had a pretty tough life before he came here. You know, and his horse is very, very hard on himself. You know, like I think that's why Willie despaired of him in the end and kicked him out. You know, and I can quite honestly see why. But this is his last chance. If he goes wrong again, he'll be retired. You know.
Okay. So on to some of the younger horses and some of the newer recruits. Beat the Judge, she ran very nicely at Kempton recently.
Yeah, whether it's good or not, I don't know. We'll know on Tuesday morning when we see what the handicapper does, but he is a talented horse. He's probably a better horse around Kempton than most places because he's sharp, he's very slick over his hurdles, and he's got to have decent ground, you know. It's the first time I know he was in the Fred Winter with a reasonable racing weight, you know, which was suiting him, but it came up soft. Yeah. You know, so he had an unfortunate year. He got stuck in traffic jam. They shut the road when he was on his way to the Chatteris Fen at Huntingdon last year, which turned out to be an absolute rubbish race. And I think he'd have won it because it's another sharp track where they produce reasonable ground, you know. Yeah. So he's been an unlucky horse, but he's definitely talented. I just hope the handicapper doesn't take his second the other day, literally, you know.
Okay, but handicapping's the plan?
Yeah, that's the only way, yeah. I mean, otherwise it'd be the Christmas hurdle.
Right.
yeah.
Vision Clear. Josh pointed him out to me earlier. He's a nice novice hurdle winner, again from Kempton.
Yeah, he's a real nice horse, and I hope he's improved, and he looks like he has improved, you know. He needs to be. Because you know, I'd like to target some reasonable, nice handicap hurdles with him, you know. But a real sweet horse who I like a lot. He's had a good summer off, which has been the first time he's done that since he was a yearling sort of thing. So you know, I look forward to him.
Okay. And Quiloob, he's one that's run on the flat for you, I think.
Yeah, he's a 90 rated flat horse, so he should be good enough to win a novice hurdle. You need him to be roughly around that to win a novice hurdle nowadays, to be perfectly honest with you. He's touched Woody schools well. And I look forward to probably run at Ascot next Saturday.
Okay, lovely. Fullback, he's an Irish pointer, I think, that's a new recruit to you.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. Horse I really like. He didn't do well over the summer. Took it quite badly. Came over from Ireland very light, and has needed time to put condition on, which he's done now. Yeah, he's just a little bit behind the rest of them, but hopefully he'll be out middle of December. But he's a lovely, lovely horse, a beautiful moving horse as well.
Yeah. And novice hurdling's the plan?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. BOTOX has, who won at Fontwell fairly recently. He's nice.
Won at Fontwell. I don't know what. I know the second's come out and won since, but that was, you know, like it didn't jump that day and didn't have blinkers on that day. The only thing that I hang my hat on with him, that he did a very fast time. He was second faster than the handicap hurdle that day, which was a 1:30, and they went a good gallop. So he must have gone well to do what he did, making his own run in. And his first, I mean, he had one run in France, but it's only second time on a racecourse. He probably forgot that by the time I'd run him, because that was back in April, I think, when he ran in France, you know. Okay. So he's a horse we like a lot, and we look forward to.
Lovely. Another one that could be, I'm sure you're looking forward to as well, Goshen.
Goshen, yeah, he's a gorgeous horse that was bought to go jumping, to be quite honest, you know, because his half-sister's a very good filly. She was champion 4-year-old mare in France, and she's been bought to go race in Ireland, which she did win last year, you know. A lovely, lovely horse by a sire I've got great respect for. Has done nothing wrong on the flat, runs next week on the flat in Nottingham, and then he'd probably, that'd be his last run on the flat, and then he'd go jumping.
Okay. And obviously we talked about 110 horses here. Who else have we not spoken about that you're really excited to run?
There's 2 or 3 bumper horses, which I'm not a mad bumper fan, to be quite honest, but they will run in bumpers. Sovereign Thor, he looks a nice horse, another one by authorised. Another one called ZHIGULI, who they both go very well. There's a good few of them, but they would be the two that spring to mind at the moment who are the most forward.
Okay. And it's a horrible question, but is there a dark horse in the yard?
I hope so. I hope there's a lot of them. Like the horse that won yesterday could be a dark horse. WAIKIKI Waves. He just could. I think he'll progress further when he goes further. When I step him up again, I will make a crazy entry, which I hope he doesn't get into the race. But if he does, all well and good, But I'll be entered in the big race on Saturday at Ascot,
Okay.
the 100 grand race. But if he doesn't get in the handicap, I'll be quite pleased, because I won't run him out the handicap either, But he just could be a dark horse, and there's the other one could be Vision Clear, could be a bit of a dark horse as well, and I'd like to think Fullback.
Okay.
Dark horse, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, Gary, thank you very much.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you.